How are the Israelites doing after Joshua has died? Well, soon the people do things that make the Lord sad. They become friends with the people who are not following the Lord. They even marry each other. They forget the commandments that the Lord had given to Moses, the commandments that Joshua also had been teaching them. They forget the Lord. They even worship idols. This makes the Lord so sad, but he's also angry. How can he make the people return back to him? So the Lord sold them into the hands of a king of Canaan. The Israelites are cruelly oppressed for 20 years. Then they cry to the Lord for help. Will the Lord help them? They had forgotten the Lord. Yes, but whenever you cry out to the Lord for help, He hears your prayer and He is merciful. Do you see that lady? Her name is Deborah. She lives under a palm tree and is a prophetess. That means she knows the words of the Lord. Whenever people would have a problem in Israel, they would come with their case to Deborah. She is a judge as well. Now Deborah sends for Barak, a soldier, and says to him, "The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you, go, take with you 10,000 soldiers. The Lord will lead Sisera, the commander of the army, with his chariots and his troops to the battlefield and give him into your hands." Barak says to Deborah, "If you go with me, I will go, but if you don't go with me, I won't go." "Certainly, I will go with you," says Deborah, "but because you don't want to go just by yourself, the honor will not be yours. The Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." When they tell Sisera, the commander of the army, about the Israelites coming, he summons his own soldiers and he takes 900 chariots with him to the battlefield. Deborah says to Barak, "Go, this is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hands. Is the Lord not going ahead of you?" Yes, the Lord helps the Israelites to win the battle. Then Sisera, the commander, jumps off his chariot and flees. He comes on foot to the tent of Jael. She says, "Come in, don't be afraid." So he enters her tent and she covers him with a blanket. "I'm thirsty," he says. "Please give me some water." She gives him milk. Then he tells her, "Stand in the doorway of the tent. If someone comes by and asks you, 'Is anyone in there?' say no." Sisera is exhausted. When he is fast asleep, Jael takes a tent peg and a hammer and drives the peg through his temple into the ground, so he dies. Just then Barak comes by. Jael goes out to meet him. "Come," she says, "I will show you the man you are looking for." And what does Barak see? The dead commander. Now the war is over. Deborah and Barak sing a song to glorify the Lord. They praise him for all what he has done for them. Let us glorify the Lord as well for all the things he is doing for us. He is worth our praise.